Welcome back to Vibe Vision, the place where style meets speed and forgotten rides get their shine. Today we're taking a closer look at the 1979 Mercury Capri, an underrated piece of late 70s muscle history with a unique blend of American performance and European flair. While it shared a lot with its cousin, the Ford Mustang, the Capri carved out its own identity in a decade of transition for the American auto industry. Let's kick things off with the exterior. The 1979 Mercury Capri marked the beginning of the Fox body era, which brought a sleeker, more aerodynamic design compared to the bulkier models of earlier years. The look was tighter, lighter, and more modern for its time. It dropped the round, flowing shapes of the early 70s and embraced sharper lines and squared-off features. Up front, the Capri featured a distinctive grille that set it apart from the Mustang. Mercury gave it a more refined face with rectangular headlights and a subtle, slotted grille that hinted at performance without being overly aggressive. The rear was where the Capri really stood out. While the Mustang had a flatter rear end, the Capri sported the signature bubble-back hatch, an angled rear glass that gave it a sleeker profile and added to its fastback vibe. That unique hatch wasn't just for looks either. It made the Capri more practical, giving it surprising cargo space for a compact sports coupe. The wheel arches had a squared-off flare that made the stance look more muscular, especially when paired with optional alloy wheels. Overall, the 1979 Capri had a clean, purposeful design that looked sporty without trying too hard. Definitely a product of its time, but one that still holds appeal today. Now, performance. This was a time of flux for muscle cars, with emissions regulations and rising gas prices forcing manufacturers to tone things down. But the Capri still had some respectable options. The base models came with a 2.3-liter four-cylinder, which wasn't exactly exciting, but the real fun started with the optional 2.8-liter V6 and especially the 5.0-liter V8. In 1979, that 5.0 was rated at around 140 horsepower. Not huge numbers, but considering the Capri's relatively lightweight thanks to the new Fox platform, it could still move. The Fox chassis gave the Capri surprisingly agile handling for a car from this era. It was more composed in corners than earlier models and had a much tighter, more refined ride than you might expect. The Capri wasn't just about straight-line speed. It brought some European-style balance into the mix, making it more enjoyable on a twisty back road than your typical Detroit cruiser. Inside, the 1979 Capri was simple but sporty. The dash was clean and driver-oriented, with large analog gauges and basic but functional controls. The bucket seats had decent support and, while the interior materials leaned more toward durable than luxurious, they did the job. You got a solid driving position, a decent amount of space up front, and that practical hatchback made it more versatile than it looked. That's our look at the 1979 Mercury Capri. A forgotten Fox body with its own attitude and plenty of potential. If you're into unique classics with real street presence, this one's worth your attention. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more throwback rides here on Vibe Vision. See you in the next one.